Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, Babalana to the elders and the apostles, our great millstone. Shalom to the elect across the four corners of the earth. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 18. Whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once. So, being in His truth, you have to be upright, you have to be sincere, honest, and true. Otherwise, eventually, you might hide for a time, but eventually the Lord is going to allow you to be exposed. Alright? Because the Lord searcheth the heart. Right? He knows your inward thoughts. And if it's not right, you are going to be exposed. Okay? So the best thing to be in His truth is being upright and honest, walking in sincerity and in truth. Right? You cannot hide. So, jumping down to the 26th verse, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. You just have people putting their trust in themselves, thinking that they have it, they have it all sorted out. Don't put your trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? The scripture also says, lean not unto thine own understanding. So you have to put your trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He is the one who's going to put His words in our mouth. Didn't He not tell Moses that I will be with thy mouth? Him being, a prophet. And we as prophets, the Lord is going to be with our mouth as well. You have to believe that. Right? Just be upright and be honest. Don't look to be deceitful. Right? Don't add anything. Don't take away anything. Don't be, you understand what I'm saying, a sluggard. Just do things honest and upright in the eyes of the Lord. Right? I'm going to go down to the 28th verse. 28. Gone. The 28th verse. It says, when the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. Right? And when Esau perish, the Lord is going to bring his nation up, which is the nation of Israel. Tells in the book of Psalms 75 and 7, the Most High is the judge. He set it down one, he put it down one and set it up another. Right? So the Lord is the judge. He is the ultimate judge, and He's gonna decide the final ruler of this earth to be. Who's gonna rule this earth for eternity? Alright. So from there, then we'll go in the book of as a matter of fact, I'm gonna type up the scripture. This thing is pretty full of that. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Right? And that's the kingdom that the Edomites who's in rulership today, right? They have the kingdom now, but their kingdom is going to come to an end, and the nation of Israel kingdom is going to start, right? But all Israel isn't going to enter first because they are, with the wicked. A lot of them they sell the soul. A lot of them just into different religions. A lot of them just, is atheists and etc. They're all scattered. They're all in places where they're all scattered throughout the darkness, but they're not in the light. I will put it like that. They're scattered in various places in the darkness, but they're not in the light. So that first, who's going to enter into the kingdom first, right? The ones who is upright, right? And that's what the Lord has delight in, right? He has delight in the upright. Okay? How do you please the Lord? By being faithful and being meek. That is what the Lord has delight in. Let me get that precept. Ecclesiasticus chapter 1. You understand? Ecclesiasticus chapter 1 verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction. Right? You have to have that fear, because without fear it is impossible to please him. Right? So for the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight. That's what the Lord has delight in. And another scripture said, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Right? So if you want the Lord to give you the desires of your heart, you have to fear him. You have to have faith with meekness. Right? Let me read Ecclesiasticus chapter 45 and 4 as I hear. He sanctified him in his faithfulness and meekness, and chose him out of all men. I believe this is talking about Moses, right? Because he was one of the most meekest man. If you read up from the first verse, and he brought out of him a merciful man, which found favor in the sight of all flesh, even Moses, beloved of the Most High, and men whose memorial is blessed. So yeah, Moses was a very meek man, right? So the Lord has delight in faith and meekness, which is all a part of being, upright, right? So this was a solid lesson I wanted to do. I know it's nothing too long. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, our great millstone, and shalom unto the elect.